WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
There's a new financial empowerment center located in the Wayne County Treasurer's Office on the 5th floor of 400 Monroe in Detroit.
If you or someone you know needs help with their finances, budgeting, and making monthly payments, the Detroit Financial Empowerment Center can help.
Wayne Metro Community Action Agency has counselors ready to provide free one-on-one counseling to help you address issues related to utility bills, taxes, and other financial matters. We can also help you improve your credit score.
Good morning. This is a wonderful, chilly day. I think we had a heat wave now, 14 degrees. Tim, there's somebody ringing your doorbell ferociously. All right. So if you're looking for the weekly broadcast of Ask Welfare Rights, you've been successful once again. Today, we have a lot of information to share with folks. My name is Maureen Taylor. And I work with the Michigan Welfare Rights Organization, and you're going to get an official welcome from Marion Kramer, who serves as our National Welfare Rights Union president. So, Marion, please tell people good morning.
Good morning, and again, we're happy to be here with you, and we hope that you will tune in today and look, again, every week we have to say this, make sure you turn that TV down if you're trying to get them to call in here, because otherwise it hurts us and it hurts you from being able to participate like we know you can. Okay, we want you to call in. The call-in number is 868-03-42, then 03. Well, no, it is 0351.
Or?
Yeah. 4336. And I want to tell our tech person, thank you for doing what you did on this paper. The website is TV33.com.
No.
Oh, wait a minute, let me do that again. If you're going to call in on the website, you have to call, what line is that? Oh, yeah, www.TV33.
www.
Dot. Okay, the dot.
Yeah.
TV33.com.
No. www.TV33WHPR.com. Now, Marion is an island woman, and they like that heat. She from Louisiana, so get just a little bit cold, and she's just having difficulty because she's an island woman. So the website is www.TV33WHPR.com. And what she just told you, if you look on the bottom of your screen, on the TV, you can see the numbers and you can call in. All right, now we got all the tech stuff together. We have been given an advisory, and it says, callers, if you're calling in, do not use your speakerphones, all right, when you're calling it to the station, because that's what causes those glitches.
Static.
Yes, static and that background noise. Mm-hmm. Now, I talked to Marion yesterday about a particular problem that I was alerted to. And that is apparently, and police officers are alerting people across the area about this issue. There are folks that are going door to door, Highland Park, Hamtramck, Detroit, Sterling Heights, wherever, and they're going door to door, knocking on the door. And when you come to the door and say, "Who is it?" They have what they have are face masks, and they are providing these face masks to you free of charge. And that's what they tell you. The local government is authorized them to go door to door to give you some face masks, and they're free. And of course, you know, right? Oh, okay. And then you'll be asked, well, try one on, because I got large, medium, and small. And let's see what size fits you. And as you crack the door open to reach for it and put it on your face, apparently these masks are doused with certain kind of chemicals that render you, oh my goodness, what's that? You're sneezing and coughing and backing up, about to go unconscious while the criminal is running past you into your house to rob you. And apparently this is a new scheme that's going on. Mary, is that horrible or what?
Yeah, it's horrible. Let me
Oh,
say
my
this,
God,
you know, one of the things we get so comfortable at our home, and we forget somebody come to the door, and you don't even check to see who they are.
And you don't know them. You
You
don't
don't
recognize
even know
them.
them. You know, I know how because I've done that before, and you know, I quickly stopped it.
Don't do that.
You have windows that can also serve to be able to look at who's at the door and what have you. But at the same time, don't let everybody into your house.
Well, they don't want to come in.
No.
They want to give you a face mask. And if you want a free face mask and you believe that's what they're giving you, tell them, well, thank you so very much. Put it on the porch, and I'll come out in a couple hours and I'll get it.
Simon,
Don't be opening the door for
you don't
folks that
need
you
to
don't know.
unlock your door.
You know, ever. And that's just not a message for seniors. That's for anybody. A stranger come to your door. You didn't solicit them. You didn't call to say, would you bring these items? You didn't do any of that. So what the heck are you opening the door for to try on a face mask? They're all over the place free. What are you doing? Don't do that.
That's
And
all.
apparently this is going on. So I'm glad
Say
that
it again, Mama.
Pat, I'm glad that Pat let us know. Strangers are going door to door, knocking on your door, saying that the local government is sending you free face masks. Now, we are going to get face masks fairly soon. There is a number right now where you can call to get the COVID test kits. I forgot, I didn't bring that number with me. All right, but you can get the free test kits already. But don't open your door for strangers. If the mail lady or the mailman brings you a box of masks, they're going to put it in your mailbox, so they're going to put it on your porch and keep going. So don't open the door for strangers. Oh, they look so cute. They were so young. They were little black kids. They were little white kids. And I didn't. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it now. Don't do dumb things. I'm going to call it that. Don't do dumb things. My goodness. All right. This is a document, and you can't see it. And what it says, you can't see it. It says, ask the treasurer. It's got two dates on there. One is June 19th, and the other date is June the 26th. June 19th and June the 26th, Marion, on a Wednesday. At 6 o'clock, I attended this call-in event 2 days ago on Wednesday, and the next one is next Wednesday, the 26th. I urge you, get involved in this. We've got a treasurer, and apparently this is the first time that this has happened. The treasurer has a call-in or Zoom-in activity, and you will be able to either get on Zoom if you know how to do it. If you don't have access to a computer, then what you'll need to do is to call in these numbers. I'm getting ready to give you this so you don't have to write it down. This is yours, okay? All right. And what this is, oh, thank you. I'm running my nose, and my wonderful tech person. You need something? My wonderful tech person.
You know, mine's to start going on his own.
All right. And what the treasurer has set up, he has a staff of about 5 or 6 people that will get on the call. And I was on Zoom. Others were on phones. And each one of them will give a short presentation about their area of expertise. What does tax assessment mean? What does assessed value mean? What does taxable value mean? All of those kinds of things. But the point is to raise information, to raise the informational quotient of the community so that folks will know what to do. Caller, hold on a moment. As a matter of fact, you need to wait about 10 minutes because I'm not going to answer any calls for at least 10 minutes. All right, so there is a new program that the treasurer told Mary and I about, it was about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when he sat with us. And this program is called MyHOF. MI stands for Michigan, H stands for housing, A stands for assistance, and F is funds. So a Michigan Housing Assistance Fund. It's for property owners. Now I'm going to go to page 5 in this document. Alrighty, and it tells you the structure of assistance and what kind of assistance is available. All right, Marion, here's what it says. MyHOF, the MyHOF Assistance Program is going to be prioritizing who are the eligible persons and what are the qualified expenses, what can be dealt with. And the first one on this list is 8 of them. The first one on this list is that this program will deal with back mortgages. I've never seen any program that will deal with a back arrearage mortgage.
Say it again.
Never heard of it. A back mortgage. You're behind on your mortgage, something to do with COVID, you lost your job, your hours got cut, any of those kinds of things, they'll catch you up with your mortgage. Housing loan reinstatement, you got a loan, you're behind, you didn't pay a couple of months, they will catch you up and reinstate you, including escrow accounts. Number 2, you behind on your land contract payments, they'll reverse mortgages, you missed a couple, they'll catch you up there. Property taxes, that's the one I was interested in. They'll go back to year 2019. So they'll pay 2019, 2020, and 2021 property taxes. Condo, homeowners association fees, never saw that before. You get behind on your condominium and your co-op fees, you're behind, they'll catch you up there. Here's the one, well, it's just as, what's the word, explosive to me. Mobile homes.
Yeah, that
people that has people that live in mobile homes might be behind on the mobile home payment and on the rent payment that you have to rent for the dirt that your mobile home is sitting on. They will take care of that. It's called the lot payments. They'll deal with that. Homeowners insurance. You're behind on your homeowners insurance, they'll catch you up with that. Utilities, Marion. They'll give you some help with a light bill, gas bill, water bill. All of that you can get with the MyHOF program. And the last thing, total shock. Internet services. Your internet is down?
We couldn't believe it at first on that one. But this is really interesting.
Really interesting. So you behind on your internet services, there's not enough money in your household to pay to keep your internet on. The MyHOF program will deal with all of that. And it's such a interesting program. The maximum you can get for any of these things is altogether $25,000. That's how far back they will go to get you some help. So folks need to be involved. Folks need to catch up with this thing. Now I'm going to give you the names and the numbers of people you need to reach so that when you call for help, you'll have somebody. All right, the key person in all of this is a young lady by the name of Amber Covington. Amber Covington, Covington. Amber Covington. Now, if you need questions answered, you're a property owner, you need some help with a mortgage, what is it, property taxes, any of those things I just read. You call Amber Covington, and here's Miss Amber's number, area code 313-324-0400. 324-0400. All right, that's Miss Covington. And she started to take calls about the My House program today, Marion. All right, she's going to start taking these calls today. Now, there's a bit of a glitch in this because the program is behind in terms of the application process. It hasn't started yet. The program will not be rolled out until February the 1st. Okay?
Say that again?
February the 1st is when applications can be completed and turned in. Can't finish or complete an application today. But what you can do is call Miss Amber, and Miss Amber will get all of the information. What is your name? What is your address? Tell you all the documents you need to collect. You need a deed. You need whatever it is that you need. If you're behind on a light or a gas bill, has to be in your name. I don't know that that's the truth, but whatever the case is, she will go over all of this. And the most important part, she will put a hold on any attempts to foreclose on your property.
Isn't that great?
Because you are trying to get involved in a project that will save your home. The governor put $206 million into this project. Is for the state of Michigan. But ordinarily, like the treasurer said, out-county counties usually get the information first. All of them apply, and then by the time folks in Wayne County figure it out, we only have $12.16 left. And we are always left holding. So he has worked so hard to get this information involved and out to the community. So Miss Amber, 313-324-0400. Don't call her right now because I'm getting ready to give you the rest of these numbers that you'll need. First, I want to say something about Miss Gretchen, and Marion, I want you to comment. The governor's name is Gretchen Whitmer. Her name is Gretchen. Her name is not Jesus. Now, there's some things that maybe I don't like that the governor is doing. She's not Jesus. Her name is Gretchen. This is a wonderful idea. This is good. There are a number of things that the governor has put into place that are really excellent programs, like those $500 a month extra in food stamps that started in May of 2021. But don't forget, I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to be involved because she did such and such. Okay, don't be involved, but don't forget, her name is not Jesus. Her name is Gretchen. And she going to do things and make mistakes in your eyes. So forget all that. Here's a way to deal with some economics. And the governor was clear when the treasurer was talking to her about this stuff. We need, in Michigan, we need more help and more help and more help. So all of this comes from the American Rescue Plan. All right, I told you about Miss Amber. My House program covers back taxes, Marion. Say something about Gretchen Whitmer. I forgot.
Well, not only do you sit back and begin to criticize her, and you know, the thing about it, I'll hang with her before I hang with all these people that's trying to kill us and stop us from being able to, vote, Maureen.
Yeah.
You know, everything. If you're going to do anything, you have to look at a person and find out what are they doing.
Yeah, they practice.
Let me from that nut that was over Michigan that brought in the emergency manager and all of them. You should see the quality is different. This woman, they have been working up there, and if you have a problem, call the governor. She will talk to you. So we can like my grandmother used to say, we can take a jack.
Watch it. You're supposed
to
to
the water.
take the horse to the water.
To the water, but you can make them drink.
All right. There's another program that the treasurer talked about, and this is the one that that rapscallion Dan Gilbert set up. Okay, and this one is called the Detroit Tax Relief Fund. It's for Detroiters only.
Okay.
It's called the Detroit Tax Relief Fund.
Okay.
All righty. And he's paying back taxes for folks in the city of Detroit that got behind because of something with COVID. He will not be harmed if you call and get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 from his fund. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Put this
And
money
it's-
together to make
it's
you
your
think
money
good.
anyway.
You know. All right. Here's the number to the Detroit Tax Relief Fund: 313-224-0274. The number is 224-0274. That's the Detroit Tax Relief Fund. There's more. Marion, they've set aside the treasurer. Well, I don't know who did this. He's the one that talked about it. And it's for first responders. So if you're a police officer, you're a fire person, you're a medical individual, I think teachers, social workers that have to face the public all the time, they've got a special program set aside for back taxes, back mortgage payments, all those kinds of things that folks need help with. Here's the number. If you're a first responder, you need some help in that regard. Area code 313.
Well,
Number is 224-5045. That number is area code 313-224-5045. You got a veteran in your family, a retired veteran, you've got a police officer that's active in your family or retired, a firefighter that's in your family or perhaps retired. This is the number you should share with that family member or friend. Area code 313-224-5045.
if you don't go and get that money, and now that doesn't say that I'm telling you to go and praise these folks that's giving it out and everything, but what I am saying, don't let that money go back to
The feds. Yeah, because that's
or
what...
to the individual people that run Detroit and run every other thing. You want to get, that's supposed to be for your benefit.
That's right.
And not for the benefit of city council and all of them to put all that stuff in their pockets in some areas. So,
we just had an example of somebody putting
oh
money
yeah,
in their
that
pocket.
was,
and
that
we'll
was
talk about that in a
Holland.
minute. Yeah.
That was Detroit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. All right, then the last one that I wanted to raise was the homeowners property tax exemption.
Yes.
Homeowners property tax exemption. Home H owners O property tax P exemption. HOPE program. Now the HOPE program is available to anybody and everybody in the state of Michigan. You can go to the website, not the website, the internet, and go to Detroit spelled out, Detroit MI for Michigan. So DETROITMI, DetroitMI.gov// 2 times HOPE. Okay, / HOPE. Or you can call. Here's the number, area code 313-224-3035. 224-3035. And that's the number if you want to get information about homeowners property exemption. That extremely important. Call these numbers. And then here's the last one I want to share, Marion. And that is, here comes these runny nose, allergies, cold outside.
yeah.
All right, all of these are for property owners, Marion. All of these are for property owners. You're a property owner, so you can get a hold of all of this. All righty. Now, what if you're a renter? Now, I don't know how long you and I have been talking about the SARA program, CERA. The SARA program is ratcheting up. More money been put into the SARA program. SARA program stands for CERA, COVID Emergency Relief Assistance. It's for renters, renters only, not homeowners, renters only. You're behind on a light bill, a gas bill, a water bill, property taxes, mortgages, all those kinds of things, and it's just so sad to hear that the SARA program will work with you if you have a family or friend who passed away because of COVID and you need burial funds. Navarre and I had a lengthy conversation the other day. Most of us in welfare rights are involved with a program called the Body Bequest Program, BEQUEST. Well, Wayne State University, at the moment we make our transition, we give our remains to Wayne State, and they will, there's a program already set up so that they will use our remains. You can have a service, you can have a service with a body there, you can have a regular funeral, you can have a memorial service, all of that, and they will pick up the cost for that. But the stuff that's most important is that they'll take bits of skin off of the body and harvest them and use it, Marion, for folks that are burn victims. So your mom or your dad, your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son, after they use up all of the parts, your kids will be everywhere. And that's the kind of help. If the eyes are good, they'll use it for research or maybe for somebody else that might need a cornea transplant. All kinds of things are possible. My dad was a medic in World War II, and he's one of the first ones that say, we need to do something about this, and that's what was happening with soldiers. You know, once they passed, the bodies went someplace, and they used the parts to try to help living people. So I wanted to just mention that. But back to Sarah again.
One minute, before you move on, Sarah. One good thing about that program, Body Bequest, is that, you know, when somebody passed, you know, in your family, you know, you don't have to go be putting down $800,000. Some people be putting down for that person, and Body Bequest is going to take care of you, you know, and make sure that you understand what exactly what Maureen was talking about. It was Maureen's mother passing that really got next to us, and we found out all the stuff that you can be able to deal with, and don't have to go through all that other stuff. You know, and funeral homes make a lot of money for us, but not at the same time. And the family is left with what's left. You know, so, you know, you need to look into that for you and your parents and stuff. My mother said before she passed, and she knew about the Body Bequest here, she said, I'm going to talk to all my kids and tell them, don't be sitting around talking about you going, waiting on my body and what have you. I'm getting Body Bequest.
Yeah. And as opposed to going on GoFundMe, and you need to raise $2,000 or $3,000 for a funeral, you know, because you didn't expect this young person to pass.
Please,
you know, sign up for the Body Bequest program, and all that has to happen. It's a Wayne State University program. You can look it up online.
Yeah.
If you don't have access to a computer, call information. Get the number to Wayne State. What's the number to Wayne State? 577-2400.
I forgot.
But, you know, call Wayne State.
Just ask for Wayne State.
And tell them you want the Wayne State Body Bequest program. And so they can tell you everything you need. Maybe even, I don't even know that they do hard copies of the application anymore because everything's online.
Yeah.
You know, But check into that. Marion is absolutely correct. It just makes no sense to not do that, you know, especially when people need kidneys. People need livers, and maybe the person that passed away in your family didn't have COVID, or maybe they did, and now researchers are able to use those body parts to help somebody else, you know, so don't forget that. Now, back to Sarah. 313-322-6222. Just before Marion and I come on the air, there's that commercial with the treasurer. And the number is there, area code 313-322-6222. And I'm going to say this last thing, and then we'll open up the phone lines. Sarah will pay for you. If you qualify, you have to call them, get on the application list and all that. You qualify for Sarah, you can get help with back rent for 15 months. So they'll go back, like this is January, they'll go back to last January. That's 12 months, and they'll go forward, okay? Then they'll go 3 months past that. So if you get the Sarah application and everything goes through and everything is approved, let's just say for February 1st, that means February, March, April, they'll pay your rent right up until February, March, and April, and the first time you'll owe rent will be in May. You can't beat that. You can't beat that kind of a program. Sarah is available for renters. Area code 313. The number is 322-6222. All right, so Marion, let's open up these phone lines and let's see if people have some questions or comments. Caller, you've been very patient. Thank you for waiting and thank you for calling Ask Welfare Rights. You're on the air.
Hello?
Caller, yes, you're on the air, sir.
Good morning, sisters. How are you?
Oh, fine, and good morning, sir.
I just wanted to call and inform your readers about the People's Forum on compensation for people who have been unfairly taxed and those who have lost their homes to tax foreclosure that were unfairly assessed. And that's going to be Saturday morning, the 22nd of this month. And the number to call for information on how to get on the Zoom and participate in the forum is 313-438-8698. I'll repeat that again. That's 313-438-8698.
Caller, would you just take another moment if you have the time and say something about these escalating rental amounts that you've been warning people about for quite some time now?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. The rental rates are out of sight. They have gone up exponentially in just the last a couple years. And I don't know if the pandemic has accelerated it, but it's now impossible, mathematically impossible, for a family to get a 3-bedroom basement, garage in the city of Detroit, Highland Park, or Hamtramck, or for that matter, anywhere in the state of Michigan for less than $1,000 a month. And most of the people in the city do not make that kind of money. But I want to reiterate about this forum that when people participate, they should also bring up the nuisance abatement repair to own program, the ordinance that is still on the books for people to be able to get in these houses, repair them, and own them.
Thank you very much, caller. I'll be looking for you later on today because I've got a Section 8 client with a $1,300 a month grant, and she needs a 3-bedroom, and I'm going to be calling you all about that later on today. A 3-bedroom house or townhouse that has a stove and a refrigerator. So I don't know how we're going to get it, but I do know if there's any help possible, Satisfaction Realty is the only ones that might be able to squeak through and find such housing needs. Thank you,
That's right.
caller. Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling.
All right, 868-4336, 868-0351, 868-0342. The caller just told us about an event that looks like it's happening tomorrow morning. Phone number 313-438-8698, 313-438-8698. There's an event that's going on tomorrow that has to do with housing, accessing housing, finding, locating housing, especially for low and moderate income people. And that's tomorrow. Folks should get online and, I don't have an online number. Folks should make a telephone call and get involved with this. And I'm going to try to get on this call myself if I get a chance later on today and look up the online information so I can share this. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. You've been very patient. Thank you for calling. Ask Welfare Rights. You are on the air.
Good morning. Hi, Linda Wheeler with the Highland Park News Report. Good morning.
Good
Ann
morning.
Good
Palmer
morning and good morning
Maureen
and thank
Taylor.
you so much.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am. We're waiting for your report.
Once again, always, we know that getting the COVID-19 vaccine adds one more layer of protection for you, your family, and the community as well. So because of that, the Highland Park Ernest T. Ford Fieldhouse is still providing vaccines of the Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson Monday and Wednesday vaccine shots from 2 to 8 p.m. The checking, you can check to see if you're okay. Okay? On Fridays from 9 to 3 and Saturday 9 to 3, you can also get the vaccine. It's offering the first and second dose and offering booster shots, vaccine available for ages 12 years old and up.
Okay.
Walk-ins are welcome. That's the Ernest T. Ford Recreation Center, 10 Pinkick, Highland Park.
Okay,
Please,
and
protect
did you
yourself and your family.
did you say booster shots also?
Yes, ma'am. Booster
Okay.
shots as well as the vaccine and also the free COVID testing. Monday, the free COVID testing is Monday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And Friday, it's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's the COVID testing.
Okay. Okay.
I've got some more information.
Go right ahead.
Be allowed to continue?
Yes, please. Please go right ahead.
There is a senior citizen. My neighbor called me, and a senior citizen is needing a gas stove, ASAP, APSEP. She's a senior citizen. She is caretaker to 2 adult disabled daughters, and her husband passed 18 months ago. If anybody can donate a gas stove to this family, please call me at 313-465-2394, and I can relay the information back. That a gas stove is needed immediately. Please call me, and I will relay the information at 313-465-2394. You know, we at Highland Park in Detroit, Hamtramck, Inkster, wherever, we always look out for our family and friends.
Now, Miss Linda, I remember years ago, I used to love to come to Highland Park and visit a place called the Highland Park Appliance Store.
Oh.
I remember that so well.
Yeah.
And walk through there, and the stoves were over here, and couches were over there. Not couches, but refrigerators were over here, televisions were in the back, and those days are gone. Let me also mention, Miss Linda, that the Salvation Army has appliances. Now,
Yes.
I don't know that any of the Salvation Armies in Detroit are working like that, but there's a place, Mary. What's the name of the Gleaners? Not Gleaners. What's the name of it, Linda? Over on the east side and East Grand Boulevard.
I'm not sure, but I did look up
Capuchins.
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 Any
Center.
appliances online.
Capuchins, Capchin, Capuchins
C-A-P.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
What's that spelling again, please?
Capuchins, C-A-P-I, or may not be an I, C-H-I-N. Let me write it down so I can look at
All
it.
she had to call is ask that information for Capuchin in the middle.
Information.
Oh, that's right. I can't get over this.
Yeah, I think it's C-A-P-I-C-H-I-N, Capuchins, and they have a very large warehouse. It's over there near Garfield and
Yeah,
East Grand
right on-
Boulevard.
right
yeah.
there.
On the east side.
Uh-huh.
It used to be, what was that, the Heinrich project? Remember he had all those houses painted differently around there.
Could be the same thing. And let me tell you the name. The name of the person that used to be over the warehouse. His name is Reginald Huff, H-U-F-F, like Frank. Don't know if Professor Huff is still there, but if you call there, ask for him and tell him his friends at Welfare Rights sent you. That will get the door open for you.
And these are donations, right?
There are donations of items that are used and items that are new and never purchased. So new models, so
Right.
they're
Wow.
contributed. You know, maybe it's a stove and the people that were delivering it dropped it and it's a dent on the side, never been used. It's there, there's nothing wrong with it.
And
So
I know
check with that.
I know at one time they used to ask if you can give a small amount, donation. Then that it would be they will take it, but they don't even you in and you out. They don't even push you out or nothing like that. They let you go right on in there.
And you have to have your own transportation. So if you're there and you're going to get a couch, you're going to get a stove, you're going to get a table, whatever it is, you have to be able to carry it away. Now there are jitney men that's standing outside the door, and and I didn't realize who they were. I thought, what these guys waiting for? And once you go inside and you find, I've taken many of my clients over there and met them over there, especially Mr. Boykin, who always is trying to help somebody get a stove, refrigerator, or something. And when you are in there, the jitney folk will come in and say, for X amount of dollars, I will pick up that item that you want, take it to your house, and I will deliver it for you. So keep that in mind. And one more thing. For the first time, I think that stove that was in the house that I live in, my mother and my father bought that stove. So it lasted almost 30 years. Okay? And when the oven button stopped working, I thought, well, I don't have anything bad. I gave Bessie a hug. Thank you, Bessie. You've been taking care of us a long time. Kiss her, and everything else, right? And gave Bessie away. Some guys came and took her, and I waved to Bessie as she went down the street. Then I carried my behind out to the store, right, like my mother and father did, Miss Linda. ABC Warehouse, wherever it was, I went. And went there, and I said, okay, I looked around. Okay, I want that stove right there, the green one. And they said, well, okay, do you have a plumber? Plumber? I need a plumber for, because we don't hook stoves up anymore. What are you talking about? If I buy this stove and you put it on the truck and bring it to my house, well, we're gonna drop it off in the kitchen. Then you have to get the plumber to connect it, and the electrician got to come, and this guy got to come, and that guy. It took so long for me to get this device and finally get it put in my house, Miss Linda. It's not like it used to be.
That's true.
Where you pick an appliance and they bring it and hook it up, cook your bacon for you right quick to make certain it works, and they're gone. Those days are over, okay?
Fortunately, there is a family who has the skill and knowledge to hook it up for her.
You're good.
that's
I'm glad you're
wonderful.
doing that research ahead of time so you won't be shocked,
Yeah,
okay?
because I remember it also, too, when we got another stove replacement. Yeah, you just couldn't hook it up, and I was surprised, too. I said, dang, I remember you just plug it into the wall.
That's how it was.
Those days are gone. All right,
Those days are gone.
Grand
Also, I've got
Rising,
this
anything
information
else?
As well, too. You did talk about the COVID test
Yes.
for residents, and I have the email address. I don't have a phone number. If you'd like the email address where you can receive your COVID test kits,
Ready.
yeah, it's www.usp as in Paul, s.com /COVID test. COVID test is one word, and I'll repeat it again. www.usps.
Now you saying S is in Sam?
S is in Sam.
So
Or
United
Sarah.
Sam Paul Sam.
Yes. United Sam Paul Sarah. .com /COVID. C is in cat. O is in Oscar. V is in victory. I is in invention. D as in David. Test as in Teresa. E as in easy. S as in Sam. and T as in Tom.
Okay,
that clear?
and .com, .org.
No, nothing after that.
Nothing after that.
www.usps.com/COVID test.
And then push enter.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Also, too, let's see. Oh, in Highland Park here, we always give our condolences, Detroit, Hamtramck, wherever you may be, anywhere in the world. Jane Billingsley, and everybody's familiar with her, who worked in the district and who had children in the district,
and
one of our fine educators. Her brother passed, Rashid Edward Wright, and we're paying homage and respect to her. And for any cards or condolences, you can send to 124 Moss. That's Jane Billingsley, and her brother Rashid Edward Wright passed.
Wait a minute, Linda, back up.
Who is that? What's the name of the person that passed?
Rashid Edward Wright.
Not the Rashid I know, huh?
Oh, no, that's Kershid.
Okay.
This is Rashid.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And one more announcement, too, that I received from a reliable source. The Winterfest is being revamped back to Palmer Park. Remember, for years we had the Winterfest here at Palmer Park, but then they moved it to Ferndale. But it's coming back February the 11th through the 13th.
That's good.
Okay, I saw that notice on TV. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing, yeah.
All right.
You know what I do miss, though? I miss the state fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you missed the state fair.
I miss the cotton candy.
Oh boy. The largest event in the country for years, you know.
For years.
Yes.
I tell you, yeah.
And the children look forward to that.
Yeah.
Things change, don't they? Things do change. All right,
It's too far. I
Madam.
haven't been to the state fair since it's moved. It's just too far for me to travel.
Well, it just doesn't feel right. You know, just like a lot of folks go to Fairlane, and it's in Dearborn, and I know things have changed in Dearborn, but I very rarely go there because I remember the history.
Yeah.
I remember the history, and maybe that'll change now. There's a Middle Eastern young man who is Hamoud, who is the new mayor of Dearborn, and he pledges to make changes and to some of those racist ways that some of us still remember. He says he's going to get rid of all of that. So, you know, things change if you live long enough and your memory stays, and you can make a mental note about how it used to be and how things are today. Madam Grand Rising, thank you so very much. Are there any other pieces of information we need to know about?
Everybody, please be safe. Love you all. And just be kind.
Good idea. Good idea.
Did she say pecan?
She said be kind.
I thought she said pecan. I was going to go
No,
straight to her
no,
house.
All
said
right.
Marion Kramer is kind.
Thank you, Miss Linda, for that exhilarating Highland Park report. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Love you, boo.
And love you
Love you
both.
too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now we're down to about 5 or 6 minutes. And again, Marion, folks are going door to door, knocking on doors, talking about, I need face masks. No, I have face masks, and they're free, and they want to give them to you. And you have to be careful because there's a group of folks that have doused and, you know, drenched these face masks and let them dry with certain kind of chemicals. And soon as you, they ask you, the door-to-door person, try it on so you can see if you need a large or a small. You put it on your face, and then you start to get sick right away and almost pass out. And there they are running up in your house and stealing things. So there are no authorized door-to-door activities, Marion, where people are passing out masks.
In fact, I told
know,
you. Remember, I told you that some young lady had knocked on my door, and I looked through my windows like I always do, and Then she ran off the porch. And I said, well, she didn't want nothing. But
Could have
that's
been one of them. Yeah.
And we got to be careful.
Just be vigilant,
Uh-huh.
Just be vigilant
And
all
we
the
got to
time.
make sure we look out for our seniors too.
Yeah, and not just seniors. There are folks that are disabled.
Yes.
We have to just be careful. Just
Sick.
because, say, 14 or 13 or somebody that looks 12 comes to your door,
Please.
that doesn't mean you should open it. I saw a case the other day, Marion, of a older gentleman in Ann Arbor. And somebody knocked on the door and said they were having car trouble. I think these were 3 or 4 white kids. And this was a white guy. And they knocked on the door and said, we're having car trouble. Can we use your phone? And he said, well, no, I'm not going to do that. And he closed the door. So he got to thinking about it, put his jacket on last week, and went to the door, and they were still, there down by the sidewalk. So he come outside. And he said, well, where's your car? Maybe I can look and help you. What? So he come outside, and the first thing they did is took a piece of iron and hit him upside the head right away. And he out there fighting with him. He's 68, 69 years of age, and he out here tussling with these young people, teenagers. He said they were like 16, 17, 18. He didn't know them. And, of course, after they jumped him, 3 or 4 of them, and beat him up, he's outside trying to be the Good Samaritan. That's ridiculous. And they, of course, ran inside, ransacked his house, and stole and grabbed whatever they wanted, ran out the door. Everybody run a different direction, and they meet up wherever and got his stuff and gone. Marion, if somebody comes to the door and said, I'm in trouble, I'm having car trouble, my clothes, I've heard of cases where my boyfriend, my husband beat me up, and that's why I don't have on any clothes but my underwear. Please, I need some help. You have to say, I'm going to help you. Hold on. Then you go to your phone, and you call 911 and explain what's happening. And then you go back to the door, look and see if that person is still standing there, and you tell them, don't move. Just stay right there. I got help coming. Don't move. Oh, can I come in for a second? In just a second, yeah. Don't move. Just stay where you are. Help will be here in less than 30 seconds.
Do not unlock the door.
You have to talk closer so they can
Do
hear
not unlock the door because your memory says, I know this person, but from where? You can find out later.
Yeah. When you're going through the mugshot book.
Yeah.
You can pick them out in there. And I know that's difficult to hear because things are different. I remember a little kid knocked on my door. It's a long time ago, before all of this was happening. Kid about 7 or 8 knocked on the door, and I had the screw, summertime, had the big door open, screen door was open and latched, and I went, yes, who is it? I'm lost, and I can't find my mother. And I looked around, even then, kid was about 7 or 8 years of age. I opened the door and let that kid in and locked the door. And we sat there at the front of the stoop before you get into my house. Now, you don't have to cry anymore. What's wrong? I'll wait right here. Let me go to the bathroom, get a face cloth, wash your face. Here's the regular phone, no cell phones. And what's wrong? And he didn't know his phone number. All he did know was what school he went to. So I called the school, described his kid to the principal. Somebody, counselor, somebody got on the phone, knew exactly who it was. They sent the resource police to my house. I went outside with this kid to make certain that that was the resource officer, truant officer, that came to pick this kid up, and that's how I handled that. You have to be careful. That was, 20 years ago. You can't do that kind of stuff now. Even the 6 or 7 or 8-year-olds stand on your front porch. You better look left and look right and see if the parent or somebody else is standing there trying to jack you on your porch. So that's just the days that we're living in. Marion, you have, we've ended our time. You have 30 seconds. Tim, we about right. We need to close it down. Oh, Tim says we have another two minutes. So, Marion, what do you want to tell us in terms of parting news? We got all kind of tax problems going on that we hope people will fix. And we got all kinds of voting problems and you know, COVID problems. So what information can
The
you leave people
information,
with?
I know a lot of you probably was looking at and celebrating the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. And, you know, the way to celebrate for Dr. King is to get involved. Find some organization, some, you know, that you can get involved in and understand when you look at going out to, what's the word, going out to try to work in your community and stuff like that, remember that you can also start an organization on your block, Maureen, to make it much more safe for folks and stuff like
Block
that.
club.
And make sure that you pull folks in and let them say what is happening to them in the community also. So again, we'll be looking forward to seeing you next week. Is it next week?
Yeah.
Sure is. Darren,
All
Maureen,
right.
the time is leaving us quickly.
Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be here next Friday. You have any additional problems, never fail to call us at Welfare Rights, 313-964-0618, 964-0618. Detroit Community Schools is now enrolling 4-year-olds into 4 years old into pre-kindergarten, and you have to call the school, get the details, 313-573-3570. This is in the Brightmoor area. You got a 4-year-old that thinks they're ready to go to school, and they got a lunchbox and a jacket and a hat and some gloves. Call Detroit Community Schools over on Burt Road, Detroit Community Schools, and let's get that know-it-all 4-year-old in school so we can start them off early.
And y'all still have bus drivers and
We
stuff.
we got 3 buses out of 6, so we still doing pretty good right there. All right, Marion, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be back next Friday. So as always, we'll say to you goodbye.
There's a new financial empowerment center located in the Wayne County Treasurer's Office on the 5th floor of 400 Monroe in Detroit.
If you or someone you know needs help with their finances, budgeting, and making monthly payments, the Detroit Financial Empowerment Center can help.
Wayne Metro Community Action Agency has counselors ready to provide free one-on-one counseling to help you address issues related to utility bills, taxes, and other financial matters. We can also help you improve your credit score.